Thank you so much for coming. These are the aerial yoga play swings. So this is not aerial yoga, and I get a lot of mixture with that because I named it aerial yoga play way before aerial yoga was popular. And I love aerial yoga, but as you can tell, these are different, this is different equipment. And I make these swings, and they're really special. So I call it aerial yoga play because you're in the air. And we're going to take the swings and translate yoga postures that you may have tried before or be familiar with. If not, you will become familiar with. And then I call it play because I want to give you plenty of time to explore and experience the swing in a new way, as well as explore and experience your body in a new way. Okay? So you'll have lots of free time in the workshop to get to know the swing. But like any new relationship, you want to take it slow, mostly, and trust. Right? Trust this material. Trust the support of the daisy chains and the hooks or the ropes, and also identify what holds you have. So these are hand holds. We all have 2 hand holds hanging from the top carabiners. These are all climbing carabiners, super solid. And then we have leg loops. So instead of being more like Cirque du Soleil, we're more like suspension training. Okay, so this is meant to be incredibly therapeutic on the body. We want to open the spine, create as much space in between the vertebrae, so we're going to do a lot of tractioning. We're also going to recalibrate the posture and really focus on opening up the shoulders and the chest. So supported backbends and inversions is what I love to do the most. We're going to have like an entire array of practice, but I just want to tell you that's usually where I focus the sequencing. So the names and the sequencings are all original material that these lovely beings are learning. Julia has also done the basic training with her, so she'll look like a pro, and you know why. And Raja's done a little bit with me, but there's some people that are new. Melissa's been here. It's okay if this is your first time, and it's okay if you've been doing lots and lots of other things. There's lots of variations and room for everyone. So if you guys have any trouble seeing back there, go ahead and just wiggle a little bit from side to side. Just so you know, when we're upside down, we're going to have one of the teachers, one of the trainees in that middle swing. So just want to remind the person who will be doing the assisting back there that there's a bar above you, so no big swinging motions if we get into some of that we learned today. Just a little FYI, that poor bar. Okay, so what we're going to do is make sure the swing is in the right spot for our body. This is how we're going to start. We're going to put it behind our back, wrap our arms around. So see how it's really tight up underneath the underarms? So we're never going to have it so far up that it's actually squeezing the underarms. What we're going to do is use our forearms. Let's all do it together. Push the swing down enough so it's kind of below the heart. Yeah, right at the bottom of the ribs. And then use your forearms to press in and sit down. Nice. Good job, everybody. Now, instead of keeping your hips up, see if you can actually sink your tailbone and pubic bone down to the ground. Push your hips down. Okay, so those that are assisting, Amy, I'll put you in charge of helping Sam get his swing higher, and then we're also going to help Becky. I'm going to call you Jess. I rename everybody. We're going to also help Becky. So would you like to help Becky raise her swing up, or Tom? Yeah. So just one of you guys, okay? So everybody else is looking pretty good. So look around. See if anybody looks like they need any adjustments to you, okay? So you look good, Alyssa. We would bring your swing up but not down. Can you see that that's pretty much perfect for you? Yeah. A little lower is okay. A little higher is okay. So we just experiment and see what we like. Now guys, remember if you move the swing up, we're going to move the leg loops up so everything matches. Okay, we're still going to test it out and make sure the leg loops are happy and in a good place. So the number one question, looks good guys, we're just going to rock back and forth. You all did it, but I'm going to give you the cues anyhow. Feet are to the front of the mat, toes are turned out to 45 degrees, so slightly turned out. So not 90 degrees, it's a little weird, just a tiny little half turn. So toes pointing forward, toes out 45, toes out 90 degrees. Just find the ease of the feet. And then, yeah, that's great. That feels good. Is that better?
I guess so.
Pretty much. Nice. Good. All right, guys. So number one question that comes up at this point is, what do I do about this pressure under my arms? Because we're not used to hanging by our armpits, right? So this is what we do. We press back. Okay, straighten the legs. Push your hips up towards the sky slightly. Feet are grounded. Feet are grounded. Yeah. And then go ahead and release your arms back. So see if you can do a little swing from side to side. Maybe clasp your hands behind your head. You're going to support the neck. Just let the head go. Let the heart shine up towards the sun. And let your neck and head be relaxed into your hands. So I like to flare the elbows out here. So spread the elbows, Sam. Spread them apart. Yeah, and lean back. Nice. And then see if you can bend the knees. So bend one knee and then the other knee. Just one at a time. And then sway back and forth. I call this sweeping willow. So see if you can enjoy the gentle rocking motion of the swing. I want you to be nice and gentle and slow today. So we're allowing this to be a beginner level, an introduction, like a little sampler of what we can do with the swing. Okay, like I said, that's why I call it aerial yoga play. So let's just go ahead and play for a couple breaths here. See if you can pull your elbow towards the bent knees, the right elbow towards the right knee, and then just use the pendulum swing, left elbow to left knee. And so you can see why we turn the feet out slightly, so that way we have some room. So yeah, that looks great. And so we have enough room. If we get into a little bumper car action, it's okay. Just apologize in advance and love your neighbor. And if we can, we're going to sync up. We're going to just naturally sync up with the people and the swings around us. So Julia, lean back into it a little bit more, right? Yeah, so you can look up towards the sky instead of towards me. I know you can take a little peek, but then go ahead and go back too. Maybe even close your eyes, assuming that you have room around you and you're not going to pop. Right. No big surprises here. Let's just go ahead and find a place where we can relax into it. So giving a little bit of background here of the therapeutics of this practice. When we're leaning back into the swing like this, we're massaging out that tightness behind the heart. Can you guys feel that? So we're getting like a little bit of a rolfing session happening there. It also can be a little intense on both the swing and the muscles and the connective tissue. So we're going to take it nice and slow and gentle. Whenever we need a break, we come out. You're more than welcome to take care of yourself. That means going to the bathroom, getting a sip of water. No phone calls or anything like that. Don't check in with your mom. But, you know, go ahead and just take a break whenever you feel like you need. Okay, great. And then come back through center. Really nice, guys. So forearm press is really helpful. So I'm kind of locking the swing in. And then when I bend my knees, so this is hips up. I want you to tuck your pubic bone under by deepening in the hip flexor. See if you can get that. So I'm using my fingers to deepen there. But just see if you can drop in. When you drop in, keep your shoulders down. So hips
Does
are...
anybody object to being touched?
Well, I already gave that little Nelson. I think he ran downstairs. So we're all giving the thumbs up unless they say no thank you and do a little namaste. But remember to use the physical cues instead of the verbal cues, okay, hon? Thank you so much. Great. I might shut this because otherwise we're going to have dinner wafting up here the whole time. Like I'm drooling. Okay. There we go. Cool. So there's a tendency to go like this, and I call this scarecrow. Just, does this look good?
No.
Yeah, it doesn't look good at all. If this happens, it's okay. What we're going to do is lift the hips, press back, let the swing slide down. Wiggle it down so it's around the bottom of the ribs. Come into a forearm press, and then come back up. So lock the shoulders in. So if your shoulders tend to raise up, just go ahead and pull them down. So there's a little muscle in the back called the latissimus. They're like the little side muscles, and those things don't really get a whole lot of airtime. So we're really learning how to engage here without pushing the hips up towards the sky. If you want to be really honest, you're going to pick your feet up. And see where your hips are right now? That's how long your spine should be. Now put your feet down, but no weight. Yeah, totally different, right? You can feel this really deepen when we pick the feet up. Okay, let's give you guys a little break. We'll come back to it. Let's go ahead and test out our leg loops. So 2 hands, grab for one leg loop. Let's all start with the right side. Let's start syncing up. So this is what's going to happen. We're going to stay seated. Bob, stay seated. Especially you guys. All right? So we're going to pull down strongly, turn the knee out to the side, and get your ankle in there. Once you get your ankle in, go ahead and slide it up. This is called chillaxing pose. This is our number one restorative. Cool. So, Amy, it looks like Sam's leg loops are too high, so go ahead and just bring them down one for him. Okay? Cool. And then let's try second side. I have to test these out and see, because we've been doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So what happened was we were doing our clearance, and so we have really high leg loops. So everyone, I just want you to stay there and hang out. We're just going to come around one by one and adjust you. So I'm going to adjust yours, and she's going to adjust yours. So this is what you're going to do. You're just going to come up here, and I'm going to let you. Do you want to hold my leg? Yeah, I'm going to let you lift your leg. Yeah, there you go. And I'm going to bring it down one. And then you're going to come up here. Nice. Go ahead and lift your leg. Nice. Boom. And slide back in. So your leg loops are a little high too. So come on up here.
Got it, girl.
So you're going to lift your leg. There you go. Instead of me. That way I can be lazy. And now you're getting a little cue on how you can help me. So lift up. So it's a little harder if you have it at the knee.
Got it.
So this way you don't have to get out of the swing. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Come on back in. You're pretty good. Would you like them a little lower? We can get back down one. Get that.
Does it feel better?
Those are some too high for your size.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
So go ahead and fit. So have them lift their leg.
How do you know?
Well, we talked about this last time. It doesn't lift up. So we definitely don't want them up past the breast line. See? I just come over. There you go. So now it's right at the breast line. It was just a little too high. Just measure if you can tie it up. But I like them lower than higher for new people. Yeah, see, hers are right at the breast line. That's what I was saying. You scoot them down a little. It's not a big deal. Yeah, it would be easier. And especially if you're wearing something you think you're lifting your leg. So, isn't that nice? That's a nice way to adjust it, right? You can always spread the swing out. That looks great. Cool. So these are as high as we want them to go. So, yeah. That looks great. So you see Bob's? See how they're just a little bit lower? And it just looks a little bit more relaxed. So yours is as high as we want them to go. What do you feel like? Do they feel like you want to bring them down? Yay! So that was nice, guys. That was a nice, easy adjustment. So we test out all the equipment. We say hello. It takes us about 15 minutes in the beginning of a class to get everything just right. Now we're ready for some poses. Okay? So we're in chillaxing. We might as well hang out here. Let's just kind of explore. I'm going to bring you back down to the floor and then bring you into some forward folds and stuff too. But let's just hang out here. Okay? So the full chillaxing pose is with the hands clasped behind the head, elbows out wide. See if you can bring a lot of weight into your hips and then a lot of lift through the heart. So there's this tractioning in the front of the spine. So push your hips down and lift your heart up. So Amy, I want you to go over and cue Sam to drop his hips just with your fingers. Okay? But then lift the heart. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. There, that's it. Doesn't that feel good, Sam?
Okay.
Nice. And this is it. If you can do chillaxing, then you can do aerial yoga play. This is it. There's lots of different variations, but this is our number one pose. So just enjoy the sensation of floating and flying. Enjoy the gentle swaying. I call it swagger. Get a little more swagger in your swing. That looks great, Alyssa. Enjoy the body starting to stretch out. All of that stickiness in the connective tissue, especially that lives around the love handles, just using gravity, just using the weight of the hips, we're going to start to lengthen the spine of the pelvis, and then you can feel the yumminess of the space in between the vertebrae. You guys starting to feel that? So with our legs in the leg loops, it's a little bit easier than with our feet on the ground. There's less pull. Okay? So we're going to do both. We're going to do more groundwork, but we're also going to enjoy chillaxing while we're here. Let's go ahead and warm up the spine and just do a mini flow. So this is our chill flow. We come to center, we inhale to our arms. And then we exhale, we wrap our arms around the leg loops, dive in. Surround your back, rest your forehead. Maybe this is a pose you come to, and you can pause as long as you want. you ever feel like you need a break. So the floating child is available for you. And then let's go ahead and inhale and blossom. So blossom, extend the arms and legs. Open up. So this is where we start to shine. That gesture of receptivity with the heart floating up towards the sky. So notice if there's more weight that you can gain with the hips dropping and the heart opening. So find that sweet spot between those two opposing motions. And then go ahead and exhale and sink the hips back down and wrap around. One more time. It's beautiful, guys. You guys look like little synchronized fishies in the water. So pretty. Very colorful fishies, by the way. Inhale, go ahead and blossom. Star. Long arms, long legs, palms up. Go ahead and do a little jazz hands. Shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Stretch the nerves. If anybody needs it, chillaxing arms is a great alternative here. So see if your neck wants a little bit more space, and go ahead and clasp the hands there. Go ahead and exhale and drop the hips when you're ready. Squeeze the arms around the glutes. Pause. So we're going to start nice and slow and work up from there. Let's try a little back bend. So let's go ahead and inhale, blossom for star. Going deeper each time. Exhale, squeeze the legs together and squeeze the hands together around the swing. Come to prayer. So hands of prayer, elbows back, really good. So trainees, you want to cue yourself to know that the forearms are wrapped around, right? So that's what we look for in this pose. And press the hips up strongly towards the sky. Lean back. Reverse namaste. Exhale, sink the hips back down. Let the head rise slowly. So we might get a little high there, right? A little free high since we were coming into an inversion. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and chillax it up. Sway from side to side. So go ahead and just bumper car. You don't have to worry about syncing up for this one. Just have a little bit of your own exploration. 5 breaths here, and then we'll sync up again. Maybe you're in low gear, and it's a day for smooth jazz and nice and slow. Maybe you're feeling a little more frisky and you want to get a little bit bigger swing in your swagger. Let's see where you are today. If we keep the knees bent, there's plenty of room and we won't pop. So just keep that in mind. Keep the knees in. Feet in. Nice. Good job, guys. Whee. Just enjoy the space around you. Nice deep breath. Let the breath marry the movements. See if you can find that merging of the two. Inhalation, we're filling up, and every exhalation, we're letting go. We're emptying out. Okay, so we're going to try some freeze frame. I want you guys to all see if you can come over to the right. It's going to be hard to hold it, so just pulse to the right, hold it. Try it again, pulse, hold it. So extend the left leg. Right elbow down towards the ground, twist, and then go ahead and change legs to the left side and hold it. And then we're going to pulse, right? Hold it. See if you can extend through the right toes and twist. Beautiful. Is that fun? That's what I call it, freeze frame. Okay, one more time. Right side, hold it. It's really hard to hold, huh? We're like, oh, momentum. You get to learn some physics in the swing. And then left side, hold it. So the bigger the swagger, the harder it is to hold. So let's go back and forth a couple times. So right side, swag, left side, right side, nice, left side. So you can really kind of start to steer, right? Left, and then go ahead and release. Really fun. That looks great from here. You guys look so beautiful. Okay. Let's try one more flow, and then we're going to switch it up. So we're going to inhale for the T. Exhale for child. So we're going to round in. Drop in. Inhale, blossom for star. Expand and grow, and then exhale, squeeze. Squeeze the legs, squeeze the hands. So push up and back. Push up and back. Now, this might be as far as you want to go. So just try to follow the verbal cues. You also have Deborah back there in the back. You can look at her and follow along. You're going to reach up and grab for the swing. That's an inhalation. Exhale, just let your upper body sink, and the swing will slide into the waist. Maybe do a little wiggle from side to side to get it along the crest of the iliac, so crest of the hips. And then from there, go ahead and keep holding on if that's enough. Squeeze the legs together strongly. But if you want to float the hands down to the ground, we're going to keep palms up, palms facing the sky, straight arms. So from the fingertips to the toes, you have this nice long line of energy. So supported back bend inversion. The best possible thing you could do for your body. Hands down. No pun intended. Okay, so inhale, swing your arms back out and up. Hold on to the swing. Take a nice big inhalation there, and then exhale, sink on down. Isn't that amazing? Woo! Nice, just rest it. So just see if a child's pose feels like a nice counterbalance, right? So gentle pulling in and rounding in. Don't pull too hard, right? So no force or efforting. But now just round the back after that big opening. Maybe roll your ankles around a little bit. Stretch the hamstrings. Come back up. When you're ready, just going to lose my extra layer now. Okay. So let's do a little of the silver spoon. So silver spoon is where we open up the hips. Great. So I'm going to have you reach forward towards your knees. High knees, left knees, slide on up. So now we're holding on to the leg loops instead of the swing, except for Bob. Thank you, Bob. Okay. So this is another really nice way to open up the hips slowly. So we're going to exhale and squeeze everything out of the belly, squeeze the knees together. And then we inhale and we start to expand. So I have to use my bicep curl to pull up just slightly, not too much. Ooh la la. So the movement, Sam, is pulling the knees apart. Yeah. Exhale, go ahead and sink into it. Inhale, pull, and lift the chest, and open the knees away from one another. Yeah. Anybody feel their hips here? Hello, hips. Exhale, go ahead and squeeze them round. Inhale and lift and pull. Nice. It's okay to come into high diver. Exhale and squeeze. What I mean by that is that we inhale and we pull, but we lift our hips, it starts to slide up. So go ahead, let yourself slide up this time. It's okay. So high diver is a little bit easier on the hips, but you have to kind of get it on up there. It's kind of like rock climbing. Got a little harness on. Okay? So from high diver, and if one person winds up sliding into high diver, I figure, well, we'll just all do high diver. If nobody slides in, then I usually don't talk about it. So in high diver, we can actually lean back. So my feet are walking forward, I'm leaning back. Yeah, so this is a nice stretch in itself. I can just kind of get into chillaxing and just hang out here. Stretch the neck. So if you tuck your chin in and look towards me, sometimes that's a nice stretch, right? Back of the neck. So all kinds of stretches we can do from here. I really like this one. So after you get a nice neck stretch, go ahead and wrap around. So this is the swing. We get our hands right around the swing and then at the chest, not at the leg lifts. There we go. So good. Everyone made it. So then we press our hands forward so we can push the leg loops away. Nice. Let your legs slide out. So just pick them up and they'll slide out. Maybe you need to get the leg loops on the outside of the hip. For us bony friends, not like I'm bony, but anyhow, you know what I mean. So you can get those on the outside. There you go. You might want to wiggle it into place. Good. And now all of a sudden we're skydiving. So we're going from high diver to skydiver. Beautiful. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. See if you can just slide in. If you drop the chest, there you go. This little kid in play action. Just drop in. So if the feet are together, I know. So we all of a sudden we're in flying butterfly. So that was a nice smooth transition from skydiver to flying butterfly. Elbow creases are holding us. The more we press our knees apart, the bigger the stretch for the hips. You guys feel that? It's also another free rocking session on the inner groin, just what you were hoping for. Sure. Okay. One more deep cleansing breath. And now the next inhalation, just let your feet start to expand and land it. So we're going to be in a wide straddle. Walk your feet to the sides of the mat, right in the middle. Beautiful, guys. That's it. So we're going to use our arms to help pull us up. You might get a little lightheaded, so hold on here. So we're going to inhale, pull up with our arms. Yeah, exhale, just press back. You got it. So we just use that little bit of oomph to get up, and then we're going to hold on to the leg loops. Go ahead and lift the knees and press them back down. Nice. Et voila, skydiver. So what we're going to do is we're going to transition slowly to the ground by removing the right leg loop. Identify which one's the right. Good job, everybody. And then we stay seated. So right now the leg loop's just at the knee. We're going to be really relaxed about it. Can anybody feel that side body stretch? Isn't that nice? So I'm just going to wiggle. So if you're happy here, go ahead and stay here. If anybody wants to go into a deeper stretch, go ahead and push that leg lift down to the ankle. You'll feel your hamstrings start to activate. Oh yeah, there it is. It's okay either way. If you want easy hamstring, just keep it at the knee. So that's as soon as we pull the leg lift closer up to the groin, it's easier on the hips. The further away from our center point, the more intense it is, okay? So you guys go ahead and make your own favorite adjustment. And then what we're going to do is we're going to engage our core. Everybody loves belly, right? Everybody loves stomach exercises. No, I know you don't. It's okay. So go ahead and press. So see, now I have a strong hamstring. On the left leg, I'm going to extend left arm. This is my little choo-choo, right? So bicep curl gives you some stability. So we're going to go ahead and do some toe touches. So plank toe touches. If anybody is not loving this, go ahead and, I call it supermodel. Clasp your hand behind your head. And then just bend your knee. So bend your knee towards your elbow. Yeah. So supermodel version, right? So the key is to lean back into it, Sam. Lean back into it. Yeah, that's it. And then choose, just for 10, which ones do you want to do for today? Nice and easy. Beautiful, guys. And then this is the fun part. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull our leg up towards the sky, and we're going to hook. There we go. So the hook, so Bob, we want to get your right leg on the left side of the swing. So change sides. Bob?
Left side.
Left shoulder. So, did I say it backwards? Perfect.
I heard that.
I'm pretty sure this is my left. Is this your left? Can you raise your left hand for me? Okay. Is this the left side of the swing?
Oh, I was thinking right.
No, just now we're going forward. So is this the left side for you? So I'm saying it backwards, so just imagine, like diagonals looking at you, going like this. So this is the left side of the swing, just so we can get it right next time. Perfect. And it's okay, there's lots of, most people go like this, and they're like, oh, that's nice. That's easy. But we're going all the way up and we're hooking. So when we get the outer heel there, we could drop the hips. So we're hooked in, right? Yes, supermodel. Support the head, maybe massage out the back of the neck and be like, oh yeah, that distracts me from my hip. Or raspberries are good. Raspberries are always good. Yeah. Or a little massage. Hello, hip. It's okay to touch the body. Really. All right. Nice raspberries. Okay, so here we go. We're going to drop down. Touch down. Beautiful. Sway it out. So knee on the ground. I'm leaning back, so we don't have to pull up into it. We're just relaxing back into it. Yeah, so sway it out. Nice and easy. That's our style. Okay? A couple different variations I like to do here. So just letting you know, we're going to have to switch to the ankle to do these variations for anybody who's choosing the knee. So this is relaxed. So if we're like, oh my God, intense, let's just like relax for a pen. Just take it out. Go ahead and relax. So let's pop up on the bottom of the foot. Let's go ahead and try to bend the knee on the left side and just hold on. So let's go ahead and just release that millimeter for a second. So this is a nice floating pigeon, in case anybody here happens to have tight hips. This will help. All right. Foot pulling. So remember I said the leg loop at the ankle will be a little bit better for this one. Can you pull it down? Yeah. And then when you pull, you're going to let the knee come out. Foot come in. No, that's it. Pull your foot in towards your body. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Do you feel that? Yes. Yes, I feel it. Yeah. Okay.
The arms.
Yeah, I know. You're like, I can't hear you because the blood's being cut off to my head. Okay, so let's hold on to the swing with the right hand, and the left hand's going to hold on to the leg loop. Leg loop. Thank you. Awesome. So what we're going to do is turn the knee in and then turn it over. Walk your foot out to the right. Yeah, adjust your feet. There you go. Hop, jump, fly, swirl, twist. So all of a sudden we're in a quad stretch. So don't let go of your anchor. Left hand keeps holding on and then drop down. Really nice transition, guys. Just see if we can rock. Make make a wish. See if the hips can come apart from one another. So the foot in the back is ready to catch. Yes, just in case. Some people come backing out in this one. Really nice, guys. So just take a couple breaths here, stretch, let the hips relax as much as possible. This is a big one. And then let's go ahead and turn the knee back over and around. So now what we're going to do is just straighten that leg and lean back. Give your arms a break. There you go. Weaving willow. So it's like a half tree, right? We have one foot grounded, the other one floating. Just have some fun with it. Again, just being aware of the space and the people and the pillars and the computer, everything. Just notice that you have some room to play, so enjoy it. Thanks. Anytime you need a break, feel free to take care of yourself. But we're going to try the other leg. This is how we're going to do it. Let's come through floating Buddha. So get the swing to the sweet spot. Wiggle it down more. So if your swing gets too high, that's when it's going to start to be irritating. Okay, go ahead and sit. So bend the knee. It's going to float. Second side. Beautiful, guys. Transition. And then let's go ahead and land it. So we get a choo-choo on the side. It's okay to spread the leg loop out as well. So if you want to support the knee, try going, because I have a little boo-boo on the seam myself. You're going to try going from the ankle to the calf. It's kind of nice. It just gives more support on the body. Okay, go ahead and rock the baby. Relaxing, flowing. So this is the smooth jazz version, right? We're just doing restorative today. One leg stretches, and then we're going to do the core. So remember, the core can be, we lean back, we do elbow to knee. So this is the nice easy version. Just make sure you lean back, yeah. Or we can do plank toe touches, which is the more like Pilates version, more engaged. So if you're doing plank toe touches, use your choo-choo to hold on, right? So you have something to stabilize and pull. The choo-choo is that leg loop. Music, what are you talking about? All right, 10, if you can, at your own pace and your time. So never just lean back more, lean back, flat body, and then go ahead and come up. So see, I keep my flat body? Yeah. So you bring your foot up to meet your hand. There you go. Good job, guys. And then the next time we're up, we're going to go ahead and hook right side of the swing, left leg, drop the hips. That's great. So the more you drop, the deeper the stretch. I know, it's a big one. Go ahead and support the neck. Massage it out. Maybe that'll help the hip open. Lots of raspberries if you need. The raspberries are here for you. Relax the jaw. The jaw and the hips are connected. So see, there could be a little tiny curvature at the corners of your mouth, mimicking an inner smile. Even if the hips are tight, you can smile a little. Tiny curvature at the corners. Maybe. You're not smiling. There you go. You're like, grinning and bearing. All right, so just for fun, we're going to pull the foot down and notice we can come into a floating pigeon here. A little intense, right? Tight. Awesome. Go ahead and release and land it. Now all of a sudden, this is a relaxation pose. Woo! Swing it out. Pause in between. If you expanded your leg loop, it's going to be okay. For the next one, when we get into the quad stretch, it's going to bunch up the ankle. Just letting you know that's okay too. Everybody doing all right? This will be the last little sequence, and then we're going to switch to forward fold. So instead of feeling the intensity under the arms, we're going to feel the intensity at our hip flexors. Just take turns switching back and forth from those two intense parts of the body. All right, pop up onto the foot. So this is like a lunge with the front foot. So we walk our foot forward so there's a nice right angle there. And then we're going to bend the right knee in. We can actually release our handhold. We don't need it. So go ahead and do this one, Sam, if you don't want the swing to creep up on you. Just go ahead. Don't bother grabbing for the leg. Just bend the knee and lean back. Does that feel good? Yeah. Pretend like you're at the beach. We'll bring you a margarita or something. For those that's fine for everybody, but if you want to go deeper, go ahead and wrap around. See if you can pull the foot in, pull the leg towards you, maybe rock the baby again. See what feels good. But whenever you need a break from the underarms, don't hate it, you know. Get to the point where you're like, okay, I need a break. Frequent stops are fine, like a big bus. Right? So go ahead and rock. Let that feel good on the hip. Drop the hip so we're not pushing up. If we're dropping in, we're dropping in. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to bunch mine up now. I'm going to hold onto my anchor. I'm going to hold onto the swing with the left, leg grip with the right. This is really important. Identify your right hand, and then identify the leg loop. There you go. Turn the knee over. So when we shift, be careful on the knee and the hip, and then we pop. So I just like to just turn the toes out to the left and let the knee track right over the ankle. Okay? So wiggle yourself forward, honey. Let's go ahead and get to the front of the mat a little bit more. That's right. You can just jump, float, or fly. All right, so now we're here. Big stretch through that quad. Everybody feel it? Let me know if you need anything. If you don't feel it, we'll come over and adjust you. You're like, hey, thank you. Okay. Just let yourself pulse in the space. It's a big stretch. Is there any way you can relax your head? Is there any way you can relax your heart? Whatever you can relax, relax. And then we're spreading the hips away from one another. That looks great, Alyssa. So just see if you can make a wish while you're there. Straighten your front leg if you want to go a little bit deeper into the stretch. Beautiful, guys. Just a couple breaths. And then when we want to come out, go ahead and pull the knee into the chest and turn it over. You can keep that leg straight. Keep the right knee bent and lean back. One half weeping willow. One-legged weeping willow. We're totally making this up. So just play with it. Let it feel good wherever you are. Is there some other nook and cranny in your body that you can explore? Is there more breath that you can bring in between the ribs? Is there any way you can open up up front a little bit more? Just find your fullest expression, whatever that is. You feel the body is warm. It's kind of gotten used to its new friend. Here, so we can go a little bit deeper. So now to come out, we're just going to grab for the leg loop, stay seated, and then come to the sumo squat. Okay? Sumo squat with forearm press. Let's just go ahead and wiggle our toes together, heel toe. Scratch your feet if they're itchy. Just me. Okay. So toes to the front of the mat. Let's go ahead and swim our arms out to the side and then overhead. So you come into your fullest expression, biggest back bend, and then if you like the clasp of the hands behind the head and the chillaxing arms, just go ahead and do one more weeping willow here with both legs straight. Push your feet down strongly, lift your hips up towards the sky, and let your heart blossom. Head sinking back. Close your eyes. Just nice and gentle. Sway from side to side. Beautiful, guys. As we come back to neutral, go ahead and use your forearm press. Let's start with the right knee. Pick the right knee up, roll into the outer edge of the left foot. Step. So when we step, pull the foot all the way up to your hip. Ooh, nice. Twist. Flip over the right shoulder. See if you can stack. Hip, knee, ankle. Find that alignment and then drop. Really good. Yeah, it's a big stretch to the side body, huh? Inhale, take a nice big breath in. Exhale, go ahead and drop a little bit deeper. Relax that hip down. Beautiful. So bring your foot right over your knee. So pull your foot in, Julia. Yeah. Now you have all, that looks great, Sam. Perfect alignment. Inhale, go ahead and lift a little. Exhale, drop it in. So just pull. So we come out of it and soften and then revisit it. And every time we can go a little bit deeper. Take a twist. Inhale, go ahead and lift. This time bring the knee back with you. Both feet forward, just wash it out. Inhale, arms out to the sides. Take a breath. Big exhalation. Next inhale, get your arms straight overhead as far as possible. Stretch away from your toes. And then next inhalation, come back up and find your forearm press. Okay? last pose here. Go ahead and lift. Find the left knee up. Roll onto the outer edge of the right foot. Nice long lines of energy. And then step and twist. So go ahead and get the hip in line with the knee, in line with the ankle. Straight, and then get the right angle here. So knee in line with the ankle on the left leg. Stepping to the right. There you go. And then drop in. Good. Oh, so good. Inhale, go ahead and just lift out of it a little. Exhale deep. Can you find your gaze over to the left? See, if we look towards the knee, the spine is all moving in this direction. If we turn the other way, the lower part of the spine is going this way, upper part of the spine is going this way, and we wind up like a rag, and we wind up wringing out the spine. It feels really good. So the gaze is over to the left. I know, it's confusing. There you go, away from the knee. You guys feel that in the psoas now? She's all like, oh, it's okay to sing opera in here every once in a while. If you're feeling it, go for it. One more time, inhale up. Exhale, drop. Just soften and drop. All right, and then we lift. And we come back to center, and then we release our arms out. Jazz hands. Ah. All right, inhale the arms back up. Exhale, forearm press, walk it up. So sumo squat, right? So sumo squat. We can use our hands on the swing, help ourselves up, lean forward. So now we're coming into a wide straddle forward fold. Elbows hook. Go ahead and sway out. So this is peppermint patty. Feel the sensation. This is a wide straddle forward fold, so your hips go right over your ankles. So just notice if you're leaning forward, and then just get them back, right over. Yeah, if you go too far back, the swing's got you. A little bit wider with the feet, and then heels turn out. Yeah, so find your mat. Yeah, trace the shape of your mat. So I love using these round mats because they get us out of the linear movements. We're going to initiate the spins and the spirals of the body. So go ahead and trace with your gaze the shape of the mat in this semicircular movement from one toe to the other. So again, just play with it. See if you can go a little bit deeper into the twist. See if you can feel that spiral happening all the way up the spine. So do you guys feel the difference in moving side to side? So we're so used to just going side to side, but now we're spinning. And it's so amazing to get to tap into that angular momentum. That's where free energy lies, is in the spin. So we're starting to spin the electrons and spin the cells and spin the holographic body. It's so cool to tap into some of the physics that's happening here. So momentum is free energy. Can you see how if you go one way, you can't help but go the other way. Even if you try to hold it, you're like, whee! And it's like a coil, right? So we're unwinding. So let's go ahead and release the left hand down to the ground. Let's go ahead and just twist here. Really gentle. So I'm going to pull down strongly with the right arm. Look and gaze towards the sky if your neck's okay with that. See if you can keep your spine nice and long from tailbone to crown of the head. So inhale, go ahead and lengthen. Exhale, twist and deepen. Find your breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Beautiful. So glad the sun came out. Everybody nice and warm now? Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Okay, just for one breath, we're going to straighten the right arm, and then we're going to hold on to the swing. See if you can lift the chest and spin it overhead. Both arms overhead, make an X. Now stretch through the shoulders. If at any point this is, interlace your fingers, if this is too much on your shoulders, go ahead and just bend the elbows. Just see if you can get the chest to hang. Maybe not too much, just a little wiggle back and forth. Just a little wiggle. See if you can pull your sit bones away from the crown of the head. Get a long line of energy. It's a beautiful body head adjustment. Long line of energy through the spine. Straight arms if you can. Just inhale and come to stance. Inhale and press all the way up. We're not going to do any strengthening today. There's like a whole sequence we can do. But let's go ahead and switch sides. So that left arm unthreads, goes over top, and then you pull your right arm out and let it drop in, and then it relax up inside. Very good, guys. Okay, so here we lengthen through the spine. Long line of energy, and then exhale, twist, pull down with the left. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen, just back out a little. Exhale, go ahead and deepen the twist. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Beautiful, guys. Looks really good. Okay, and we're going to inhale, let that top arm straighten. If you lean forward, it'll just slide in. Catch it with your hands. And from there, just go ahead and lift your chest and spin it overhead. This time, we're going to bend the elbows a lot. All of us, we're going to come to the tricep curl. Shake out your head, let your chest hang. Notice it's a big stretch for the underbelly of the arm. The shoulder girdle with the elbows bent should be okay, but if you have any pain, go ahead and just lift and back off slightly. So we're just going to inhale and come to stand. Go ahead and inhale and press, press, press. Press all the way up. Very good. So we're going to take just a gentle pause before we come to the forward folds. If you stretch the swing down to your bladder and try to lean forward, you're probably going to have to notice that it's pee time. Okay, so if anybody needs to pee, I'm inviting you to take a little break because the swinger is going to tell you in a moment. That's totally fine. You should know where it is downstairs. If anybody wants to come right into the forward fold, go ahead. If you take a sip of water, just a little tiny sip because when we go upside down, you'll want to come right back out. Okay. So right where the leg inserts into the pelvis, we're leaning forward. Yeah, get it a little bit lower, Susan. So let's try it one more time. So you're fine, Baji, just stay where you are. But Susan, I want you to straighten your arms all the way. Yeah, now lean forward. And then go ahead. Keep the feet on the ground for this one. Okay, walk to the center of the mat. If you're floating, come on down. We're going to come into forward fold. Let's all just hang out together. Clasp the elbows. Clasp the elbows and hang. So I'm just going to come around and check you guys. So it's really common here to keep the heels grounded. That's a totally different pose. For this pose, we're leaning forward so your head's close to the ground. So lean into it, lean forward. Lean forward. So this is where you can come help them out. I got you.
What's happening?
No, leave your feet where they were. Lean forward. Lean forward. Yes. That's a totally different stretch, right? Okay?
Yeah.
Cool. So I just want to help lengthen through the spine here, and you're going to be really scared when you pull on them. You're going to go ahead and swing your flexion. Stand right here. So when they fall, you're going to just be right here. So you're going to breathe. Is that okay? So just a little bit. Just a bit. It's a micro millimeter of space. It's a good measurement. So we're going to like grab and do the work. That looks really good. So we're going to just one more section. So do you like leaning forward? No? So just hang out for breath. 5 reps. It's better. Yeah, it's really nice. Nice. So just swing a little bit more from side to side. See if you can wiggle the hips. It's another free rocking session. So it is intense. If that feels like too much, it's okay. Just be really slow. Micro movements are good. Do your swing feel too high or do you feel okay?
Well, I don't feel too high, but it feels better than yesterday.
So we're moving on up. So go ahead and just take a couple more breaths here. If you want to float, bring your forearms down. Everybody bring your forearms down, and then your feet can just naturally rise. You're going to come up for a second so I can bring you down. Yeah, so feet no higher than the hips, so straight legs if you can. Nice, that's it. Really good. I'm moving. I know. So sometimes we like to swing a little higher. Sometimes we like it a little lower for poses. It's totally okay to switch it up. Okay. Switch some hands. Yeah, it's common. Yeah. And sometimes it's okay to float and fly, and then sometimes you want to bring it down. But it's like having your favorite assistant. That's the way it's like doing acro yoga without a buddy. We get to just let the swing hold us, and we get to really adjust our own weight. Right? So we're here, we're on our forearms, it's feeling good. If anybody feels like it's too intense, go ahead and just spread out the swing a little bit. Just pull it down on the top of the thigh, just a little bit more. See if that helps. You can keep floating while you do it. Just go ahead and lift your legs and pull it down just the front edge, just a little bit. Does that help? Some people like it more, some people don't, but you can spread it out. It's just going to bunch up again. But for now, go ahead and get a little space in there. It's supposed to be intense, so we're working on the two major hubs of the body where there's congestion, and there tends to be a buildup of stagnation in the lymphatic system. Tightness in the hip flexors is really common from all the sitting and computers and driving and all that. So we're just going to play here, okay? So go ahead and swing your legs from side to side, make it a little bit bigger.
Does anybody object to
We're only going to take a picture of your butt right now. Don't worry about it. We want to identify your butt in this picture. Thank you, Deborah. Appreciate the pictures. Lovely. Really nice, guys. So go ahead and just come up onto your hands. Maybe land your feet. All of a sudden we're in a down dog, right? Take a V shape in the body. So when we're in down dog, again, feel like it's your favorite assistant pulling up. So I want you to lift your left leg up and just shimmy your hip a little. Put that foot down. Lift your right leg up, shimmy your hip a little. See if you can just adjust the swing by doing that and get it into the sweet spot. There is a sweet spot. There's a spot that feels better than the others. See if you can find it. Well, so it's going to bunch up again if you spread it out. So just let it be. Just let it collect there and increase. And then we're just going to inhale and we're going to pull forward. It's called the cat's meow. So your cat cow and a down dog got together. So inhale and arch. Exhale, go ahead and extend. So curl in, pardon me. So when you curl in, look at your navel. Hello, navel. And then, so go ahead and inhale and lengthen again. Arch and open, and then exhale. Contract, curl in, inhale, expand. Exhale, squeeze everything into the core. Nice. So let's add a leg. So inhale, lift the left leg up and arch. Exhale, pull into the nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lift. So keep your leg up there. So the inside of the swing is where I'm lagging my foot. The outside of the swing is where the leg loop is. So kick the leg loop out of the way and hook your foot. That's how you know you've got the outside. So go ahead and help Sam. There you go. Get your foot on. Karate chop that puppy up there. There you go. Thank you. Everybody up? Nice. Pull the foot down towards your bum a little bit more. Keep the knee bent a lot. So now it is a one-legged down dog. Pretty amazing. What we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and come into the upside down dog. So go ahead and take your right leg, bend the knee, hook it on the outside of the swing. Now if you can, we're going to stay in straight arms. Our hands are at the front of the mat. So straight arms here, we look forward. It's called an up dog. Just keep the knees bent and the feet towards the bum. Slide your feet down towards your bum, Sam. Slide your feet down towards your butt. Please, please. So we don't want to lose the anchor. Can you feel the anchors at our hip flexors? And if we lifted our legs, we're going to lose it. Yeah, so keep a nice, strong tension there. And then go ahead and just let your chest fall down towards the ground. It's okay to keep bent elbows here. This is called cobra. With straight arms, we call it upside down dog. So from upside down dog, we're going to pull forward to up dog, arch and open. Exhale, upside down dog. Drop the chest. She'll feel really good. Keep the shoulders nice and safe and controlled. Just go slow. Pulse back and forth a couple times. See if you can stretch your belly on the inhale and look forward. Pull forward. And then exhale, press back, empty out, relax into it. Beautiful, guys. Does anybody feel like trying a handstand? Feeling a little zany today, maybe? You can do this while you're on your forearms too. If you want to just stay here, it's totally fine. So if we're going to come into handstands, we're going to straighten our arms. We're going to have our shoulders right underneath the wrists. Our feet will hook, and then we're going to tuck. It's like you're looking towards your navel and engaging your core, and just pull your hips up. Pull them up so they're stacked right over your shoulders. Okay? So go ahead and expand into upside down dog. Go ahead and expand, really nice. Then pull forward again. So go ahead and pull forward, engage your feet. Engage your feet. I got it. So no works, right? We're going to learn how to do this. So go ahead and
Oh.
Is that nice? You guys are doing handstands. You're so cool. Go ahead and expand again. So then you press and arch with an upside down dog. Now you can do this when you're on your forearms. If I can help you just one more time. For those that want to do it on straight arms, go ahead and those that are on the forearms. So all you're going to do is just hop. So walk your hands forward. Okay, so now you're arched, and when you tuck into the sit up. So your feet are straight up. Your body whole time. Sorry, your body. So if you just bring your hips over your shoulders, that's it. I'm trying. Arch is like this. Yeah, this is just a little bit. So micro movements in the body. Don't do too much. It's okay.
Brain change.
I know, it's so intense. That's it. Doesn't that feel like amazing? Yeah, if we were doing handstands in the middle of the room, we would have to fall over 100 times, right? So this becomes our favorite assistant. Yeah, so come in front of her like this. So I'm supposed to be straight up, straight arms. Drawing, yeah. So, yeah, go ahead and try it again. So push back to upside down dog, and she's going to give you a little assist. So if we're standing right in front of them, thank you for letting us experiment on you guys. Go ahead and come up one more time. Straight arms. Knees at the shoulders, then we're supported too. Because we're bent knees, our back is happy, and we're just a little pull straight up. So we're letting them do it, but we really want to just be there and be supportive. Beautiful, guys. I know, rest, rest. Come down onto the forearms. Come into a supported triangle pose with your hands. So clasp your fingers and let your head just straight down. So no pressure on the top of the head, right? No pressure. Nice, Susan. Get your feet hooked again. So the thing that's really common is the feet will like to float. So we just keep them engaged and pull them down to our bum just a little bit. There you go. That looks great. And now we're fully supported. Can the legs be a little bit more relaxed? There you go. Just relax, relax. Relax. Good job, guys. I know. Doesn't it feel good to float? So just a tiny little bit of pressure on the top of the head. You might want to engage the crown of the head, activate the pineal gland, and let it connect to the crystalline core of the earth. Just a tiny little press of the crown of the head down. You do that. Otherwise, if you're floating, just enjoy the floating. So headstand has some of the best benefits in all of the yogic practices for rebalancing the body. Yet headstand is one of the hardest poses, right? We work up to doing headstand, but the swing lets us get into it with ease and no strain on the body. Okay, so 5 more breaths here. Just feel the absorption of all that goodness. Feel the body recalibrating itself. Feel the endocrine system turning on. This naturally boosts the immune system, balances the hormones, activates the metabolism, and naturally actually puts a little smile on your face. Can't help but smile in a headstand. Beautiful, guys. So the first thing we're going to do to transition is we're going to release our feet and squeeze the knees together. Now let the knees be heavy so they're going to pull down towards the mat. So just keep the knees bent. Keep the knees bent for a little bit. All of a sudden, as the knees come down, you feel the head come up, right? Feel that transition? Straighten the legs out towards the floor. And all of a sudden, we're in a floating leaf. We're floating again. Straighten the arms out. Go ahead and land it. Down dog. Okay, so that was a lot. So we're just going to wag our tails. Happy dog. Just wiggle a little bit from side to side. You can trace the whole shape of the mat and do some loop-de-loops or figure eights. Just take a couple breaths here to reset. You know, really nice job. See how easy that was to transition out of headstand too? Fully supported. Okay, we have an extra leg hanging off here, so let's just go ahead and wash it out with some cat's meow. Inhale, pull forward, lift that right leg up towards the sky, arch and open. Just to create symmetry. Exhale, squeeze and pull it in. Inhale, arch and open, length, look up. Exhale, squeeze, round. So one more time, inhale. And exhale, just land it. Nice. Happy dogs. Shake it out, shake, shake, shake. Shake out the legs, whatever feels good. Okay, so are you guys up for some little flying time? Some flying salutations? It's something we learned today, so I wanted you to try it. Okay, so from where you are, you can just look up and see me, right? Yeah. Hello. Hi. All right, our first flying movement is super fly. So super fly is when I turn my thumbs up towards the sky. I'm going to hold on as high as I can to the swing on both sides. You guys got it? So my feet are back. So make sure you're looking forward. You don't want to look towards the ground. And then I'm going to give a little push. I'm going to, a little push because I have a sliding glass door right here. And then I'm going to keep my legs in line with my body. So see if you can do a Superman. So sync up with your neighbors. Really beautiful. Reach up a little bit higher. Just wiggle up. You don't have to come down. Just wiggle up. Yep. Sync up with your neighbor. Beautiful.
That's okay, that's for yesterday.
So you get the lead. So go ahead and okay.
That's a nice little buff tap.
Nice. You guys all set. So you're flat with the butt. So I'm sorry with the boom grab. Go ahead and wiggle up. One hand at a time. Wiggle up. Wiggle up. There you go. Perfect.
You cut my face.
So just right here on the chest.
it.
Oh, good.
Like I rested your foot.
Sorry. Susan. You guys got it. Beautiful. Look at those superheroes. Okay, go ahead and land it. Let's come back to our dump off. Nice, guys. So yeah, it's so fun when we get it, and then if we're bumper car action, it's a little crazy. So we can always open our legs wide too, so we fit like Legos when we're like that, right? So if you see a head coming at you, you just open it up. Little Lego pieces. All right, so this is the next one. Okay, so we're in down dog, right? So I want you to walk your hands towards the center of the mat, and legs are going to come out wide for everybody. Walk your hands back to the center of the mat. Legs come out wide. Down with the legs. Down with the legs. Thank you. All right. So you guys ready for the flying salutations? Wide with the legs, Vajra. Walk your hands to the center of the mat. Okay, great. Okay, cool. So this is what we're going to do. Legs heavy. So, Becky, can you bring your feet down towards the earth?
Sure.
There you go. L shape with the body. Push back. So help her push back. So arms straight, press back. Walk your hands to the center of the mat, Becky. Walk your hands to the center of the mat. Okay, good. Legs wide. All right, so if we look forward and pick our hands up, we're going to land on our feet. Watch. Inhale. Feet up. Land.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Let's all do it simultaneously. I know. Grace and ease. So Susan, come forward. Walk your hands. So cool. Woo. Let's try it again. It's all right. We're going to get it. The flying salutations are a ton of fun. So just remember, back there, Amy, you can't really go too far, okay? Got it. All right, cool. All right, so we're here. So I'm going to pick up my feet, and I'm going to walk my hands back to the center of the mat. Center of the mat. Thank you. Press back, away. Press towards Bob. Good. All right, so we're all going to do it at the same time now. Ready? Inhale, lift your hands and float. Feet come to the center of the mat. Feet down, feet down, feet down. Come on, we can do this. One more time. We can do this. Okay. So from here, so Sam, if you want to sit it out, go ahead and just come to the side, but otherwise we're going to come back. So pick up the feet, walk your hands to the center. This is an advanced pose all together now. Sam, push back. There you go. All right, so everyone repeat after me. I can do it.
I did it.
So don't do it yet.
All right.
What we're going to do is we're going to pick up our hands, bring your feet down, Julia, feet down towards the earth. Fly. Not yet.
Sorry.
You guys are so cute. This total domino effect in play. It was awesome. Walk back. We come back. So listen to me. What's going to happen is when we pick our hands up, we bring our feet down to the center of it. So remember to bring your feet down when you pick your hands up, okay? So 1, 2, 3, pull forward. Land it. All right, come on up. So let's take a look. Isn't that fun? Crazy. Okay, we're going to go. Let me show you how it's done, and then we're going to try it one more time. I'm just going to swing back and forth. The hardest part is picking up, right? Because we have such a nice big group. So this is what happens. So I'm here in my forward fold. Just watch for a second. I come to my down dog. I'm just going to pick my feet up and I walk my hands back. When I release my hands, I pull forward and I'm going to land. And then I'm going to press my hands to the back, to the middle of the mat. And my feet go wide, and then I'm going to pull forward. I'm doing it gently because there's this little distance there. Okay? We're going to do that one more time. We're going to do our flying salutation. Then when we come here, we're going to hold on to our ankles, and then we're going to come up. Okay, just walk yourself up. Ready? We're going to try it one more time. Ready?
Sure.
I'm going to take a break.
All right, just for this one, and then we're going to chill. Okay, go ahead and lean forward. Come to your down dog. You guys are awesome. Doing great. Now walk your hands back to the center of the mat. Wide legs, nice and heavy. So your legs are liking to float, so they're down. Awesome. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and pull forward and land on your feet. Yay! You did it! Woo! Come on up. You can come up with a flat back if you would. So you have to lean forward into it. So lean into it. Diagonal. So we're a peppermint patty. We get the sensation. Did you feel it?
Yeah, I love it.
So those are the flying salutations. All right. So now let's play time. So we're going to have like 10, 15 minutes of romper room where we play together. We're going to buddy up. So our new teachers, our new trainees are going to experiment on you. Okay? We're going to practice, what do you think, guys? I think we should practice coming into one handstand. Is everybody up for trying a handstand? If you're not, it's totally okay.
Yeah, I'll try.
Sam, are you completely freaked out? All right, so we're going to try coming into a handstand together. Wide straddle handstands, okay? And this is great because we've been learning this today. So Amy, don't you pick Susan on the Vajra.
Oh.
Okay, cool. So, do we not have enough people? Is it 1, 2? So, are you going upstairs?
Just how you fit.
Okay, so you get 2 people. I'll switch off.
He's going to go in the
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, cool. So this is what's going to happen. Do you mind being my guinea pig?
Yeah, no, I just can't really.
I know. So we're going to come into a forward fold with our person. Okay? So that is a folded leaf. Okay? Okay. So when we come into a forward fold with our people, we're going to encourage them to bend their knees and then they hook their feet on the outside of the swing. So go ahead and start. Well, I'll start here. Now your person could decide that they're going to be on their elbows instead of their hands. But if they're going to come onto their hands, we're going to review what we just did, which was the top. Right? So come onto your hands. So, yeah, let's go. walking forward. So right now your arms, right? You have to press your forearms down strongly and stay with
Yeah, it's not working here.
Yeah.
And then this
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just practicing the touch. Okay, good. So those that are wanting to practice, just take your doctor if you want. Those that want to practice coming into wide straddle, you're going to walk your hands to the center of the mat. So go ahead and walk your hands. Keep your feet. Keep your feet. Keep your feet okay. Straddle.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yes, you're doing great, Sam. So from here, now you're going to try and tuck again. So go ahead and tuck. Tuck. You're doing great. Now, so when you're with your people, you're there. So you come here, bring it down. And now what you can do is you can start to wide straddle your legs. So go ahead and unhook your feet and come to a wide straddle. Keep tucking. Straight legs. So what are straight legs like that? Yeah, like that. Wide straddle. Straight arms. Tuck. Tuck. Oh yeah. You're tucking. And then, you're nice. So maybe that's all you do.
And you can do it on your own. Whenever you need to switch it up, you can just go back to the
Yeah, my arms
So this side's better.
Oh, okay.
So hands and arms. Woo. And then we come down. So some people are not ready to go any further than that. We just practice the wide straddle.
Yeah.
So wide straddle handstand, right?
Yes.
Because I got lost here.
Yeah.
You did awesome.
What? You keep your hands
So straight arms all the time.
You gotta move more to the
It's
side.
onto your back. So the wrist is so short. Wide straddle can be like that.
Oh,
Good job, everybody. Okay.
now I get it.
Yes, I know. All right. Now after working so hard, we're going to give you a little massage. Yay! So now you're going to come back into your swing.
It jams it more around.
Okay, so we're moving on. So now we're going to come into the swing. Put it behind your back. We're just going to try something. We're talking about doing some partner stuff today. So we're going to come the swing behind our back. We stay seated. And then see if you can remember how to get in and out of chillaxin. Have your buddy help you get in and out of chillaxin. Yeah. So go ahead and coach them through it. So practice chillaxin.
Spread it out over the knees. So the knees are feeling
And then once you get stable, grab onto your back and bring them down. And then other side.
I'm having some
Elbow brushes.
So we're going to have to get behind the knees for Sam, if you don't mind. This is what's going to happen. So we're going to get behind our buddy. Okay, we're going to give you a little massage.
Like this.
Yay.
I know, it's your lucky day. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here. And we're going to get our feet right on our hips. And then we're just going to rock them a little from side to side. So we're going to push them forward and just do a little gentle rocking from side to side. So we turn our feet out, so our toes turn out, heels in. So we don't have to put too much pressure on the spine, particularly if we're not used to doing this. So we're just going to do some relaxed.
That feels so good. How does it
Like,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
You can put your hands under your neck.
So then maybe if you can get your foot to push the heart open a little, just a little pressure. One foot on the sacrum, one foot on the heart, and we're just pressing up.
My goodness.
So pressing down on the sacrum, but up through the heart. Beautiful.
That feels really
There
good.
you go. You guys we like this workshop. Nice. After all that work. All right. So this is what's going to happen. We're going to
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, we know how.
And the feet on the
So we're just going to go ahead and
Okay.
right behind the heart.
Yeah.
Gently pull down the back of the neck.
It's not inside. You're gonna be right back there.
Okay, pressing up with your
Okay.
toes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sam, you won. You got the AYRx Yoga Thrill. Yeah, it feels like my
Yeah.
So right there, use your knees. If you want to get the hands.
See the sun falls on the beach here now. It's amazing.
Yeah, but with the swing, we can just walk away and leave.
I know.
I'm tired of playing with you. Sorry again. There you go. Beautiful. And now that we're going to
Yeah, generally, this is kind of like how I am when I do separate yoga.
I know, forever. I can face anybody now. Alright, so now we're going to encourage them to go. So we're going to encourage them to come out. So all they're going to do is unwrap their legs so their legs come wide.
Especially
And then they're going to start to drop their hips and you're going to help their upper body up. Good. Just help them up. There you go. Perfect.
Grab onto, yeah. Grab onto the swing.
So we'll make sure. Hold on a second. Don't have my foot in the air.
Oh, last yard.
Okay, not that. Oh gosh.
And you're back in.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll make you really work your core
Yeah, we
now.
just need
Yeah.
just
Yeah, it's okay. Back side to side.
and
So
put
we
your
can
hand
swing.
in here.
That
And then go ahead and just let them
really
fire over them.
was
So you're
awesome
gonna
on
gently
those
release.
hips.
Swagger. I know we can drop. Nice, guys. That was a really great transition. Good work, everybody. Yeah, so that's a nice way that we can
You're a
incorporate some
strong
acro
kiddo.
aerial.
Thank you.
You're so strong.
Okay.
You're twice your size and you're like,
Love it. Really nice. You guys are just going to hang out. I'm just going to give this a little love here since you're so patient. So you guys that are doing the training, just keep an eye on how we can do this when somebody's in cocoon as well. So I'm going to take my feet. I'm going to take my feet and I'm going to find the top of the shoulders. Now, of course, so this is what I was showing you, like, this is less effort. So you can go ahead and just do gentle rocking. Nice. Yeah. Gentle rocking back and forth. A little bit of pressure on the shoulders, kind of closer to the neck. Not too much, just a little bit. So just rocking them is really nice, and sometimes I can just let my knees bend a little bit more, and I'm just going to press all the way down. Yeah, that's actually something. Yeah. And then you just let the toes kind of wake up the spine, just a little bit. Either the top of the feet or the bottoms of the feet. And then I like to grab the hips, and I like to just rock those as well, just like we were just doing. So my knees are bent wide. I'm not doing very much. Yeah, I'm just going to be really gentle about it. So it's not rolfing or deep tissue. It's more nervous system work, right? Cranial sacral. So I get creative with it. I can do 1 foot high, 1 foot low, right on the center of the spine. The groove harmonic goes on.
yeah.
And then I can also spin. I can just do a little turning from side to side. So 1 foot out, 1 foot in. Change sides. Just depends on the person. I'll just kind of feel the flow. If she has something going on in her left shoulder, so I want to kind of hang out here for a little bit. Work inside it. So this is a nice way to come into a cocoon and love on your buddy. Yeah, so go ahead and spread the swing out underneath. Remember how to pull the front of the swing and just go ahead and spread it out. Yeah, just do the front lip, the one closest to your hip. Yeah.
There it is. Spread it like, there we go.
Lift your hips up and then spread it out. Yeah.
Wonderful.
I was twisted. I don't know what I did.
Bring that to me.
Oh, man. There we go. Am I going to the bedroom, right? So then do I bring, can I bring my legs out?
You sure okay?
You can either
Yeah.
leave them in the leg swings, or you can bring them in.
Oh,
here,
okay.
as you wish.
Nice.
And if they're in the cocoon, you can do Baddasana, or you can just bring them straight up and do.
Yeah, so we're all gonna come into our cocoon for final relaxation. Okay. So just start to drop in. You guys have done such an amazing job. I super appreciate you letting us experiment on you, and I hope it was worth it to get the little bonus at the end there. I'm going to bring it down a notch. So a nice, long, luxurious Shavasana. So 15 minutes to stop in the stillness. Sometimes I like doing guided meditations, and sometimes I like just giving you some time to just feel the depth of the practice.